Good morning, Danny. It's February 25th, and I am at the ocean today, as you can see behind me. Ooh, ocean. That's cool and stuff, yeah. Dude, props goes to Kenzie for being an awesome girlfriend, because doing those things is what everyone really wants in life. They want someone that, reaches out and does stuff for them without them having to ask, but not in the way that, take out the trash or something. What I'm talking about is the little things that, they just go out of their way and they just do something little for you, and that's really the cool thing about someone who cares about you, is that they'll do those little things, and you don't have to say anything. They just do it, and then you're like, hey, that was really awesome. I'm really disappointed in that girl's answer. I mean, she couldn't have thought about it a little more. She's just like, I don't want to be eaten. End of story. That's it. No context. No nothing. Just, I don't want to be eaten. Because food rotting and stuff. Although I think that says something too. She doesn't want something to rot. She would even think to eat food, right? Or something along those lines. Actually, I don't think that makes any sense. But anyway, Danny, I'm going to try to come up with some better questions for you to ask people during your interviews. I hope you can actually hear me and that the ocean and the wind aren't terribly noisy. I guess I could just start yelling and everyone at the beach will just start looking at me really interestingly. If you could be a type of fruit, what fruit would you be and why? The point of this question isn't really for them to give an answer. It's more to just get them to loosen up and start talking about stuff. You have a choice between two doors. One door is open, but you can't see into it. It just looks like there's darkness there. The other door is closed, so you don't know what's behind it. It could be bunnies or it could be murderous robots. Which do you choose and why? Walking in the sand is hard. However, Danny, I will say that bad grades are not a deterrent for doing well at a job. I mean, I believe both of us got bad grades in school. But I can understand because it's a weekday that you'd have some reservations about it. But anytime someone gives you a weakness like that, what you need to do is ask them why. Why did she get bad grades? I know why I got bad grades. I don't know why you got bad grades, but I know why I did. I was trying to find self-worth in almost anything that I could find. And it turns out that grades didn't do that for me, but you know what did? Girls. And that's just terrible because girls, or women I guess now, should never be more important than school or your learning or what you want to do with life and your dreams and your hopes. It should just be those things. Your self-worth comes from you and no one else, and no one can fill that void for you. Unfortunately, this took me about 10 years to learn. But that's the thing, is that me having bad grades didn't make me a bad worker. I also worked, and I was pretty awesome, and I'm still pretty awesome at working because I'm really dedicated. So you just have to find out why they did the bad things that they did. Because everyone does bad things, including you. And if they can sufficiently explain why they did those bad things, then that's pretty good, because then they're in touch with themselves and they might be a good worker. It shows that they have self-awareness, and that's something I think is really important for an employee to have. Because then you know they're not going to do stupid things that would harm the team, because then it's just coming back on them anyway. Anyway, Danny, I'll try to come up with some more questions so you can ask people, but in the meantime, I will see you tomorrow. Danny, you dropped a shirt.